Hi guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. I haven't said that in forever. That sounds really funny and silly to say now, but I'm filming this really spontaneously. I haven't been on YouTube in over a year. I was laying down in bed and I was thinking about how I wanted to come back to YouTube 2022. That's like right around the corner. And I wanted to like create content and share my life with you guys. And I was thinking about like the past 2 years and how much my life has changed, and a lot of like what I've been through in life that I didn't necessarily share on YouTube, and a lot of my mistakes, a lot of the things that I was doing, like I guess the lifestyle I was living, which I don't condone it because I feel like a lot of people that live, I don't know, whatever lifestyle they choose to live, they're coming from their own personal space and their own personal background and their own personal beliefs. And I understand that some people just, their lives don't align with other people's lives. I totally get that. But part of the reason why I disappeared on YouTube for so long, by the way, I do have a beauty filter. It's like about to be 2 o'clock in the morning. I look busted. I needed a little picker upper. And I am a little bit congested. Don't have COVID. I'm fully vaccinated. But it's cold now. It's like freezing. Oh my God. Ew. Ew. I was actually in Seattle not too long ago and it was like freezing. So I think I got a little bit sick. But anyways, I don't want to get too off topic. I could go on tangents a lot. But I felt like when I was making the transition from being like a fitness influencer or like fashion, makeup, more regular girl stuff, to like OnlyFans, like I think it was like really shocking for everyone in my life. But part of the biggest reason why I did it was like I was in a cult, and like I never openly spoke about it, but and I still even feel kind of guilty talking about it because I know that there's still some members that are so ride or die, and like I'm probably like, I don't know, the spawn or something. What is it? Like the devil's spawn for like speaking on it. But basically, La Luz del Mundo, light of the world. I grew up in that church. When I got married at 18, I got married in that church. And like, long story short, the leader now is in jail for like horrible accusations of like child pornography and like rape. I'm pretty sure it's like harassment. I'll try and insert, I'm gonna ask Nelson to like insert some articles in here. So when I was like going to sex work, in a way I was like rebelling because I had just found out about this church that I thought so highly of, that I grew up my whole life in. Don't get me wrong, like I had my cool moments where I met people, I socialized. I guess I kind of felt like it was in that moment giving me a purpose, although I never really resonated with it. I felt like I had to resonate in it because I don't know if a lot of you have been in cults. I highly doubt it, but they kind of brainwashed you to think that like, my bad, you have to like resonate with that. So when I was transitioning to sex work, I was going through that and I wasn't sharing a lot of that with you guys. And not only that, but I was just like, I think at a point in my life where I wanted to like make like good money. I wanted like to buy a home. I was like tired of like renting. Like I had my own personal financial goals, and I was like, you know what? I could use this as a step to like get my money up, and at the same time I was like, fuck this church, that the leader that I thought was this amazing person, they literally make you think that this person is like right below like Jesus Christ himself, is like in jail for doing these horrible things. And I can't sell nude pics. Like, are you fucking kidding me? It was kind of like, I don't know, it was like this feeling of like anger towards like that organization and like disgust that I was in that, and in a way I was brainwashed into supporting that when they were doing like these horrible things and like taking money from like really low income families. And it was just a mixture of a lot of emotions that I wasn't sharing. So I feel like I became really misunderstood on my platform on YouTube, and I have found that like sharing is like a good way for me to deal with like my problems in life, or just how to like cope. I just like sharing. Okay. Uh, where was I? Sharing is just something that I've been doing, like, cause I was like in the bathroom, like, um, doing my thing, like washing my face, and I like to like take time to think and like reflect. And I was like, you know, I got thrown into like, not thrown into, I chose to go into the sex work life to make good money and in a way rebel and say like fuck y'all, and to embrace like my sexier side that I felt like I hadn't really like embraced. I lost weight, I got my boobs done, I was feeling really good about myself. So it was coming from a way of feeling very like liberated, which I understand to some people that's not liberating, and that's fine, but for me it was very liberating in the moment. Of course it took a toll on my marriage, it took a toll on my life. Me and Ruben have been separated for like over a year, but we're in a really good spot. We're like good friends. He's moved on. He has a great, I don't know if they're dating officially, but he has a great partner that, you know, they're talking, and I'm very happy for him. I dated someone, and probably because of the lifestyle that I was like living at the time. I mean, I still party and stuff, but it was very chaotic to say the least, but it taught me a lot of lessons in life. And I was just thinking to myself, like, before I like went into sex work, I used to share like just what am I doing with my hair, my makeup, my outfits, and it kind of felt nice to like remember that person that would also share other things. Of course, I still like being sexy sometimes and showing my body sometimes because I like to do that sometimes. It's fun for me. I enjoy it. I like the way I look. I feel sexy. I like it. But there's also a whole other side of me that's like, I like to think of it like the girl side of me, where it's like I like to talk about makeup, I like to talk about hair, I like to talk about just whatever, right? And I haven't embraced that in like online in like 2 years. And it was just kind of like emotional for me because I was like, oh my God, like I kind of understand where the disconnect was with like my followers and me. But I have like my own life, I have like my own things that I deal with that I wasn't ready to like share, you know? And I had to go to like 2 years of just living my life, doing my thing. I finally felt like I wasn't being put into this box of like the religion that I was in. I was able to like dye my hair fun colors, get tattoos. Yeah, I was able to try things like get drinking. I used to never party. I was able to party. That's why I kind of like sometimes I feel like I could act a little bit younger than what I am. I'm 28, by the way, because my life was like I didn't get to do a lot of those things, you know? But I was thinking like how I'm actually really proud of myself because although I was reading my comments and I was kind of getting sad again, and this was part of the reason why I left YouTube for a while. I was getting sad again because it was like a lot of like look at the road that she's taken and like look at where she is at now. And I'm just kind of like I bought a home, I bought my parents a home, I help out my family as much as I can. I have a really great group of friends. I feel like my day-to-day life is like I feel really blessed. Like I get to like travel, and I get to like even like, and I'm not saying this to like try and flex, but I get to like take care of my friends sometimes. And I'm kind of like, what is this like terrible road that people are saying I was on? Like they're not, you guys aren't seeing my life for what it actually is. Yeah, I'm not perfect. Yeah, sometimes I party, sometimes I like to like experiment with, but it's not like I'm doing that all the time. And I try to be as safe as possible with like things that I do. And I don't know, I think my audience too is just gonna like change as well. You know, I'm not this like super wholesome Christian girl. I still consider myself pretty wholesome because I don't know, I think in a way I'm still pretty wholesome. I try to be a really kind person. As much as I can. I try and be a good person as much as I can, you know. So the oh you're not wholesome, it's I don't know. I feel like I'm not Christian anymore. I'm not religious. I kind of have like religious trauma, but as far as being like wholesome, that hurts my feelings, you know. Reading the stuff online, I hadn't dealt with that in like a long time because when you're just being sexy and hot, when I was just, or when I'm just being like sexy and hot and making money off being sexy and hot, it's so easy. Like, you know what I mean? It's like the sex gaze, the male gaze. I don't have to like worry so much about. They're not like psychoanalyzing me or like really what's the word, perceiving me. Or sometimes they do, they'll be nosy and they'll ask about my relationship status and stuff, but in general, like the hate is like so way less. Like, while I could still have like my personal life, my friends, my family, uh if I'm dating someone, I could keep that private if I feel like it. While like on YouTube, it's kind of like I want to come on here and share hauls and makeup and tell you guys about my personal life. But I don't know, I just, maybe my audience needs to change. I feel like my comments were just really negative and it affected my mental health. And that's why I went on a break. But honestly, guys, I'm really proud of myself. Like, I feel weird saying that. I feel like I'm not like almost allowed to say that sometimes, but yeah, I know that I went through sex work, but I was able to really financially set myself up in a good position in life, and I was able to invest into other things and, you know, help out as much as I can and live a really comfortable life. Like, sometimes I'm literally like in awe that like this is my life. I'm, even though I'm not like obviously living crazy glamorous or anything. I don't have a fucking private jet or I'm not Beyonce, but I'm really grateful is what I'm trying to say, that I was able to take something like from the internet and like make something at it. And I feel like going into 22, I've grown so much as a person, and I finally feel ready in the headspace to come back to YouTube and face the crowd. And you know, if I don't know, kind of like who I am now as a person is in your jam, I get it. I get it, you know? But I just want to share things like fitness. I want to share things like clothes. I want to share things like makeup. I want to vlog and show you guys like my like friend trips, because, you know, like I was in a relationship for such a long time that I don't know, it feels really nice now to just like do things with my friends. Like before, I kind of like, I lived a very kind of secluded life. I don't know how to explain it. Like my perception of things was very different. So now I feel like I'm able to, I don't know, live my life a little bit more. Actually, like way more compared to like 3 or even 4 years ago. So that's where I'm at. I don't know about sharing so much personal stuff. I don't think I'm there yet. I don't know if I'll ever be there. I don't know if I could be like those vloggers where like you see like all of my daily life. I know it's gross. I'm sorry. Like I know when I was with Ruben, I would do vlogs and stuff, and it was like fitness stuff, but it wasn't usual. Like I don't consider myself like a cup. I don't think I was a couple vlogger. I think I was more like fitness. And sometimes, you know, you would know like about my friends and stuff, but I don't know like if now I'll show my romantic interest on camera, but I'll ask my friends to see which ones are down to be shown on camera, which ones aren't. But nonetheless, I'm excited to be back. I hope that you guys welcome me with semi-welcome arms and aren't too harsh, because for a while I wasn't dealing like I've been like 2 years like not really dealing with negativity like that, where I feel like I'm so like microscope, you know, people are like looking at me because they're in my comments. I don't know if I have to like go through them and stuff, but I'm just like, damn, do I really want to go back to that? Because honestly, financially, like I don't need to do YouTube, you know. Pop this pussy for a reason, not to be gross or anything, but you know what I mean. Like I don't have to be on YouTube like for money. I'm doing it to like just share because I like to do that. And of course, if I get free makeup, if I get free clothes, it's dope. But I'm not on here like to try and make a lot of money, you know, to try and be like, I don't know. It's kind of just bonus, which I feel like gives me more creative freedom. But even back then, I would do stuff that I wanted to do. I never filmed anything that I like didn't want to film, you know. So I'm excited. I want to lose weight. I gained quarantine weight. I still think I look kind of sexy thick, but I want to get back into fitness super. I have my goals and stuff, but I like to first like get in the flow before I start sharing that. because I don't want to be like that person that um like starts their fitness routine, no shade if you are, and then like doesn't go through with it, and you're like, girl, or like, when are you gonna get to it? I don't want to be that person. So I like to like first get in the flow and make sure that I'm actually like focused and like tunnel vision on what I'm doing. Ooh, my voice, finally a little bit more normal before I like share that with you guys. So but fashion, oh my god, I've been buying, oh my god, one of the pluses of doing OnlyFans and making money off that, I get to shop, girl. I buy so much stuff that I try and buy also like not super fast fashion. I do buy fast fashion, but I like to buy a lot from like independent like clothing brands and more ethical clothing, but I do buy fast fashion. But I have like a sick platform collection now that I would love to share. I know what else. My hair, I've been changing my hair so much. It was red actually, and then it went into like this peach color that I really like. I went to Europe with my best friend Claudia. I like went to like Mexico like with my sister. I did a lot of fun trips, and like I would like to vlog them, but that I shall start doing. I'm actually gonna go to Mexico for New Year, so I want to record that, and then I want to record another trip that we're doing with my friends. So hopefully they're cool with that, and I just want to share here and there. I don't want to keep rambling and rambling. Oh, a lot of gym clothes too. Oh my god, you guys know I'm a gym clothes fanatic. I actually, one of my goals, I don't like I guess saying a lot of my goals on social media because I don't like mal de ojo, but, and I do believe in it, but there is one thing that I'm thinking of doing. But yeah, I just was like in bed and I was just thinking, and I honestly got emotional. Like, I don't like to cry on camera and stuff. I don't think I'm going to. I already cried in bed, but I was like crying, and I was like, it was almost like tears of happiness because I feel like it finally came like full circle. Like, I understand that I looked like I was going through a lot, but I genuinely was, you guys. I genuinely was going like through a lot, dealing with like, you do this thing because you're like, fuck this cult. I want to make money. I'm going to do this. And you're able to do it. You're able to like buy a home. But then like your marriage kind of starts falling apart because you're changing and they're changing, and you still have love for the person. But I did fuck up. I don't know if you guys know this. I talked about it on my podcast. I did cheat on Ruben, which I still feel horrible about it. But I feel like I'm past that. Me and Ruben are past that. We still work together. We're still really good friends. I've known Ruben all my fucking life. Can never hate him. He's hilarious, by the way. But and we're on good terms. Like, me and him are like good friends now and stuff. But Haley and Hazel, I don't know if you guys ever met Hazel, but my dogs are doing great. Paris got her home, but she's doing great too. But that was a lot. And then I felt like shit like till like later. I'm not gonna lie. I learned my lesson, but it was just like a lot. I was a coward and I couldn't like admit to Ruben what I was feeling. So I did like the cowardly thing, and that was lie. But I let the lie catch up to me because I didn't want to continue going down that road. But for a very long time, me and Ruben were happy. But that did put a damper on our marriage. But people also need to understand that I got married at 18 years old. And Ruben did too at 18 years old. That's like extremely fucking young. I have like nephews that are like about to be 18 or one that's 22. And I can't even imagine them being married right now. So I still think it was a good decision for us to split, but we're still on good terms. Aside from that, I got into a really toxic relationship, which for the privacy of that person, I don't want to speak about it too much, but it was just a toxic relationship. There was no physicalness, of course, but we were just toxic. We were fucking toxic, and that was like a lot to deal with too, like closing those ties, but I feel like I'm in a really good spot right now in my life. I have a really great group of friends. I have things that I want to do. I'm just excited. I'm excited to continue sharing some of my life with you guys and some of my interests with you guys. I feel like I have such a long digital footprint and I don't really mind it because I just kind of feel like it's part of who I am. I'm a digital gal, although like I'm not that great with technology. I need to get better with technology. But So before I go and continue being on a long tangent, I just want to say thank you for those that have been understanding and like compassionate and empathetic. Like, you know, not everyone here on YouTube has like a perfect life and doesn't go through shit. Like, people go through shit. People go through changes, a lot, big changes in life. People go through divorces. People make mistakes. Like, you know, I understand. I keep trying. I do this thing where I'm like very codependent. So I apologize for being myself. But like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to have to be on here and apologize for being myself and being human, because that's what I was being. I was just being human and I was going through life. But thankfully, I think I handled my shit. I handled my shit. Your girl goes to therapy. I try my best to like connect with people emotionally in my life that I feel I could be a great friend to, and they could be a great friend to me back. And I'm actually really excited. I'm really excited for this new chapter, and for those that still fuck with me and like my content, or like my makeup content, like my fitness content. I really want to do it again. I want to focus on it again. I'm not doing it like for popularity, for views. I'm just doing it because I miss it and I want to reconnect with those people, because that gives me like a sense of community that I really like. So I started this video really nervous and I feel a lot more comfortable now. So that's good. And I think my break was long enough. I'm ready to be a YouTuber again, part-time possibly. But okay guys, good night, bye.